Hello, adventurers, and well met. Thank you all for joining us for another lovely, lovely session of the Shattered Obelisk Return to Van Dalen. We've already given out inspiration, so that is all set. Someone be so kind as to give us a little recap.
We got Alex. We went back to town, delivered Alex to Sister Garrily. We got a fancy hair comb, which Folan is now wearing in his fancy hair. Is your shadow clone also wearing it, by the way?
Yeah.
Perfect. You're both pretty princesses.
It's one of those where like he copies my every like action, but until something is technically equipped, it doesn't count as being on me. So if I put it on, it looks like he's holding nothing, and then as soon as it like clips into my hair, it appears into existence.
Perfect. We got back to the inn. Sir Dusseldorf tried to engage Toblin in conversation again about his wife and child that he still can't remember, and he still can't remember. And was talking about a lady who had kind of caught his eye, who, you know, has a kid, and, you know, her first husband died, and I'm like pretty sure it's, you know, his actual wife, but, you know, it might not be. I might be picking up on the wrong thing. But Subira definitely thinks that he's just hitting on his own wife. Because that's the better story. We went to go back to our rooms, but we had a slight room change at the inn because Sildar was complaining about the cold in his room and needed a change. So now Sir Dusseldorf's in that room. Had as far as we could tell, normal night of sleep at the inn. Then decided to head towards Wyvern's Tor to take care of the bandits. So, walked all the way there. I caught a rabbit. We licked some plants. Gathered some of them. It was a good time. Then we actually got to Wyvern's Tor, made our way up the wash there, the old riverbed, and ran into some bugbears. And Sir Dusseldorf did the old, let's try and charm our way in, and it didn't work. They didn't want to be charmed. So they started hooting and hollering, and the rest of the session was mostly just fighting the bugbears, kicking the bugbears' asses. You know, the one ogre that Sir Dusseldorf also charmed into going back into the cave and smashing one of the other bugbears into a itty-bitty paste. And also shout out to Fulwin turning Subira invisible for like one round to finish off. the very confused ogre. And then while we were looking around in the cave, looking at loot, looking at the walls, there was a weird cave painting that was designed to look old, but wasn't actually. And it was there was a very tall, thin goblinoid with a crystal skull coming out of his skull. And other goblinoids with like elongated heads, bowing down to the tall one, and there was lots of green and purple lights and motifs in the painting. Fulwin touched it, got yeeted to the other side of the cave, and then the painting melted onto the floor. And that's about where we're at.
Alrighty, nicely done. Perfect recap. And with that, loot has been given out. You found pretty much everything that you can. Quest is done, so all you need to do is turn it in, as it were, back in town.
Mm-hmm.
And from here, stage is yours. If you need, I can bring you back to our overland map, the Sword Coast map here, give you an idea of your game plan. Because in terms of Wyvern Tor, as I said, you are pretty much all set. So actually, I'll just do that anyways for you all.
Mm-hmm.
I can grab your tokens.
Huzzah.
Perfect. Alrighty. At this point, it is midday. You are at Wyvern Tor, which is southeast Van Dalen. It's not fully in the Sword Mountains, but honestly, an hour's walk south, you would actually be in sort of the mountains, which would severely restrict your movement. Think you all can see, if you scroll all the way to the left, there should be a like a breakdown like a little iconography of all the items on
Yeah.
that. Perfect. It shouldn't be already down there. So mechanically, I haven't done anything for the hills yet. I probably won't worry about that now. But if you are moving in sort of mountainous area, your movement will be severely restricted. Depending on where you are, there may be different events and things that happen. But so far, there hasn't been too much. The weather has been pretty, honestly, pretty comfortable. At this point, it is starting to heat up. It's midday, and the rest is yours.
Do we want to do the logging company or Old Owl Well?
I need to go up to. I wanted to go up to the.
Okay.
Like a long circle.
Do it.
Sure.
Works for me.
Long trip.
Of 14 rations.
Should be just enough to get us there and back, presuming we don't really stay too long at any given location. But if we have decent luck hunting while we're going through, we might be able to do it without.
About 10 days if you're just straight walking.
Okay.
Also got some bear jerky rations. So let's do it.
Survival's pretty good. I could probably help you hunt
Nice.
and then guide it to you.
So, in a row, or is
All right.
Is Phil
so
the
it's
only
already
one-
half the day. So anyone can basically choose the rest for this travel, at least for the rest of the day. Also, I don't know because Twitch is delayed. Might want to swap back to the stream if you like. If you've already
Oh.
done so, ignore me. Perfect. So, being normal travel, you would just be able to make it one more hex until you needed to take a rest. Or if you wish to speed things up, you can move 2 hexes, but check might be a little bit more difficult. You still can choose who and how you go about it.
I'm doing the medium.
Yeah, normal pace unless we need a reason to pick it up.
Good to me.
Yeah, agreed.
Alright. Survival check, please.
Credence.
Perfect. With a 19, that is plenty. Move yourself wherever you like in the direction. And please mark off a ration. Start of the next day. It is perfect. Beautiful, sunny. Honestly, pretty relaxing. Nice little sort of, not really mountainous, but somewhat hilly climb. Those sort of rolling hills we've seen on the way to Van Dalen. There has been too much in the terms of like wildlife or anything beyond the sort. A lot of them have been hunted or been scared from the area due to the raiding parties, but now that that's taken care of, smooth sailing. Alrighty. So feel free to move your token 2 spaces, and I would like 2 checks, please.
Also want to do it?
For survival checks.
Yes, please. Perfect. Nothing's gonna happen. And one more.
Please use big guidance.
Not surprised.
Alright, fine, I'll do it.
Right ahead.
Is that normal roll?
Give
It is a survival
proficiency?
check. Do you? Yeah. If you are proficient, you're able to roll with advantage.
Oh shit, am I proficient? I don't think so.
I can keep doing it.
Alrighty, the 2 of
Bounce
you.
between.
Nothing is
Oh, you
gonna
get-
happen right now. Move the token. Another day's worth of rations. Again, pretty idyllic. Pretty much the same as the previous day. I'm going to say at this point, 20. If there's anything of note that you find as you are sort of skirting around the sort of hilly section of sort of those mountains, you find what appears to be actually a few sort of outcroppings of berry bushes. Looks to be pretty full. Most of the animals still sort of scurried away that would be sort of munching on these guys, but for the most part, you find a few days at least worth of berries.
Nice.
Alrighty, if somebody who didn't lead the passage here, somebody else wants to roll a survival check, feel free. See how much you get. Sort of berries and roots. And while you're doing that, feel free to continue. Someone else, feel free to continue your way towards the old owl well.
Not
Keep going.
fishing.
Keep on going. You can keep the same setup if you like. That's fine. Honestly, what we could do to help speed things up is that we could just have one person take a day, the other person take the next. I
Sure.
think that'll just help this process. Alrighty. That's plenty. And since I didn't get a roll for the other survival check, I'm just going to speed this up. You find a total of 6 days worth of rations via roots and berries from the hilly countryside.
I'm gonna
Like-
need like 2 of those
Yeah.
myself because I'm running low. That gets me up to 9.
You take mine too.
Yeah, I should be
Anyone
all
from
set. I
us?
could go without.
We've only eaten 2 sets of rations, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I still have 12, I think.
Yeah, Dusseldorf can have mine.
Yeah, you can have mine as well.
Take mine.
And just to speed things up, we go.
Perfect, perfect. Alrighty, so feel free to move 2 more hexes.
Is that for the survival checks we just did?
Yeah, because you haven't moved your hexes yet, so I needed 2 checks, which you already did. That's fine. And looks like, because basically each day's worth of travel, since you're moving at normal pace, requires 2 checks.
Yep.
First half of the day, second half of the day.
Or you
Alrighty.
want to roll another one?
Idyllic, relaxing, hilly side. Not much in terms that is happening. I'm going to see if you find anything else of note. But beyond that, it's only 1 more day's worth of travel to reach the old owl. Also keep in mind, since another day is finished, please mark off another ration. 14. Okay. Honestly, not a whole lot's going on. I'm going to say that you do manage to find a few more of the same sort of berry bushes. See if you're able to find a total of 3 days worth of rations as you're scavenging around. Yeah. Now, this area does seem to be pretty picked clean, at least of these particular berries and roots sections. You may be able to find animals, but for the most part, foraging is pretty tapped out.
Mhm.
Hillsides. Alrighty. Everyone, mark up day of ration, as I said, as you have 1 more day of travel ahead of you.
Wait, mark another off or
Yeah, we're ripping through the days.
3 days, right? Okay.
Every 2 spaces, mark up a ration. Alrighty. I need someone else, please, to take charge. Who has not gone yet?
Oh, sorry.
2 checks, that's fine by me. We'll just keep it going. And you successfully arrive at the old owl. Well, I'm just going to help speed this up here. As you arrive, it's about afternoon or so, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock or so. Being early summer, sort of honestly around now, we're thinking of weather-wise. Sun's going to be up for a while. You still have time, but as you approach the old owl well, let me tell you exactly what you see. You see You walk towards a sort of small valley. There are these rolling hills, and you're getting closer towards the Tribal Trail, which is a well-established roadway, closer towards the tree lines towards the north. But as you crest a low ridge, you spot, for the first time in a couple days, actual sort of architecture, physical sort of humanoid structures, not sort of roaming either caravans they could have been for a long time or sort of nomadic tribes, but you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower and mounds of rubble encased a courtyard amid the rugged hills. The interesting thing that you notice is that there is a colorful tent that sits in the middle of this courtyard, but nobody is in sight. Give me one moment and I'll bring you all to an boom. Just grab all your tokens. Thank you, Beck. Miss anybody? 2, 3, 5. Also, for my sake, who was sort of now bound, or rather, if you all remember our little friend Xeon, who were they bound to? Is that Sabira? Perfect. So just again, keep that in mind that you have that ability. You basically have a familiar that you can summon pretty much once a day. And if they get destroyed or whatever, you're able to bring them back during a long rest. They'll be around for whatever. Like, all right, give me one sec. Just making sure the map works. You approach these ruins from the south, and you can see, as I said, this sort of multicolored tapestry tent in the center of this courtyard. Fixing the dynamic lighting in a moment. Boom. Much detail. I don't want you to all walk through walls here. And you now should see a new map.
Mhm.
As you approach, you see an open sort of courtyard. Almost, there is indeed a well at this old owl well that still has some water actually in the bucket. The courtyard, without needing to roll anything, is covered in footprints, actually quite a lot. Some in circles, some to be just haphazard, wandering all over the place. But this place is clearly active. Currently, there's no signs of anyone.
Is this the grave robbing?
Correct. Let me share with you the handout. Last thing that you saw, or not rather, my apologies, saw, last thing that you heard specifically about this job is that there were signs that the person or individuals that were robbing graves were heading specifically towards this old owl.
I don't know if a bunch of grave robbers would be so bold as to have a big red and white strap tent just here, unguarded. But
Seducedor, please make a perception check. $14 is enough. You notice that in the actual sort of tower, the silo, it is broken about 30 feet above you at random sort of spots. You can tell that this probably was some fairly tall lookout or sort of spire almost. But now it's completely in ruins. There are pieces of rubble and chunks of stone all over the place. Stone is actually of sort of almost beautiful marble-like make, but time has definitely taken its toll. There are signs of like buckets and hammers and chisels, and you even can see what signs to be like almost like paint smeared or gently traced on specific pieces of stonework all around this tower, all along sort of this like ringed base. But more interestingly, though, for the 14, you notice that there are piles of rubble created almost like a cairn, or like a, think of like those graves that are made of just of small rocks when you can't really dig in the earth. There's almost a dozen of those tucked away all around, circled in this tower.
Oh, good. I'm glad Fulwin's right behind me. I'm gonna gesture him to come in and just gesture towards the cairns. I don't get my hands dirty.
I roll my
You
eyes.
spot in total 12 of them.
Can I do an Arcana check for magical?
Sure. 15, the cairns are not magical, but you do sense the faint, not odor, but the sensation, this familiarity of the weave. This place, especially this tower in particular, ruins of it, there is a faint connection to the weave that this probably was a site of great magical importance. It almost seeps from all the rocks around you.
Would I recognize if I could get more information by using Detect Magic?
Yes, you could.
Use my free Detect Magic to do that.
How long does that take?
It's my free one, so I believe instant.
Oh, then never mind.
There's the you could replace.
As you're doing that, I see someone is standing right in front of the tent. Kenrick, do
I wanna see
you
what's in there.
look inside? You want to see what's in there? Okay. You pull open the flap, and you're immediately accosted by the very strong scent of incense. Think of almost like a fusion of, say, like Middle Eastern or like a Chinese sort of blend, and it just wafts over. This tent is covered with rugs, carpets, beautiful tapestries, but you notice that there is a prominent tapestry in the back that sort of is this large one that's almost about 6 foot by 6 foot, this like huge, almost square. And there is this symbol of almost like a spiral that twirls in on itself with 8 distinct circular nodes as it moves along the path. As you see this,
I
you
feel like we've
hear
seen
a
this
voice.
before.
You hear a voice that says, "Who's there?" Well, if you're going to barge into my home, might as well come on in.
Do I see them? Who's there?
You do not see anybody.
Quick question.
Yes.
Since we were camping, did that count as taking a long rest between?
Yes.
there and
Everybody, you
here?
should have
Yeah.
long. Yeah, it's been like 3 days. If
Yeah.
it's not updating
I-
token, you are full up on everything.
I
That goes
just
for
forgot until right now that I
No
didn't
problem.
have my full
Everybody.
HP.
Yep. As some of you are missing HP, you should all be full up with 100% resources.
I see.
All right.
Minus,
there?
a couple days worth.
Oh, yourself.
It's a bit rude to come to, well, I guess a temporary home, but someone's abode and not even have the courtesy to either bring it. You enter into the tent and you immediately begin to see someone sitting. Their back is towards you, and they have this large, not really like a gown, but it's like a robe, but it has these embroidered sort of like jagged shoulder pads that kind of point outwards, creates this long sort of neck cowl that goes up almost to the tip of their head. Their nicely bald head that is covered in runes, scars, and tattoos. They turn their head towards you, and you can see that they are indeed wearing this like black robe. To take it down, you can see that they're wearing this sort of bright red robe underneath. They turn and look towards you and say, "Interesting. You came in and can see me. Must have a bit more fight to you than some of these miscreants. You, my interloper, can call me Common Cost." Tips his hat. This is like a metaphorical hat towards Mocha. You're okay. Here. You hear a feline creature off in the distance that kind of jumps off a little like couch, and you can see that it is not just a cat, but a winged cat, a tris that kind of just flutters in the air, and then sits back down, looks towards you, and says, "You can say, well, X, Red Wizard. Bit of a situation. As at the same time as this is happening, Sir Dusseldorf, as we're going to jump back to Team B over here. Fulwin, you ready and cast Detect Magic, is that correct?
Yep.
Beautiful. As you do, you focus, channel your magics to the weave, and you immediately are accosted. This wave of necromancy washes over you like a tidal wave, specifically at 12 points all around the tower. We start to see a little bit of a few rocks fall off one, and then a few more off a separate one, and then a hand crawl out of Karen, and then another hand out of a separate one, as one by one, Sir Dusseldorf, you don't get the runaway right now. You don't get the runaway right now.
Listen. If I start seeing rocks moving on these cairns, I'm out of here.
Okay. You know what? Roll me initiative. We'll do a little pseudo bit. Roll me initiative and I'll test.
Oh, fuck me. All right, I'll go back inside.
Hold on. It's a tie. I'll give it to you.
Just saying, like
you're able to just get out of the tower here. Let me clear initiative. As well, our caster having to focus in on this magic, you start to see this, and then this, arising out of these crude, not even graves, just stone piles of ragged corpses that begin to stand and go. They look towards you. Some of them have eyes, some of them don't. Mostly human, maybe elvish in frame. There are a few dwarves size in there too, as they slowly begin to shamble towards you. Hold on. No, don't hurt yourself. My little ledge here, my little small table where my drinks is a little too far for her to jump, so she gets angry. These zombified humanoids begin shuffling towards you.
In combat, or are they just?
At this point, I would like everybody to roll initiative. Maybe very quick, depending on what happens.
I don't know what my first action is. Hey, Phil, you need to be in line of sight to the person you swap initiative with.
Let's check.
Because let me tell you, I want to be first.
Yes. I don't think necessarily, but
Nice, so one.
It says you can swap your initiative with the initiative of one willing ally in the same combat.
Yeah.
Make a swap if you or the ally has the same incapacity.
Works for me.
Right.
The
Put me in,
tracks, because I
coach.
don't know what's going on out there, and honestly,
Yeah.
I was just gonna.
Yeah, it's
like
when you
talking.
entered into this tent, it was like your. I failed to mention. There's almost like a pressure, like a little pop as you walked in, because his existence and everything in here just sort of popped in. There was a few things you saw, but now it's just way more elaborate.
Is it bigger on the inside?
Yeah, it is. It's like this,
see.
a little bit of Harry Potter like magic, where you walk in and it's just like this huge. It's still like a tent, but it's like some partitions. Yeah, it's like something that almost like if this were like medieval time kind of things, like a roving band, like a sheik or some sort of like Middle Eastern like prince would have that they would carry throughout. But yeah, he just sort of looks at you, and his face sort of furrows as he kind of looks past you and looks towards the east as this all happens. All right, so I may not even need to do any change in music. Fulwin.
Turn undead, baby!
12 zombies that stand up and start to go and lunge towards you. Oh my goodness. Let's see it. What's the save we gotta do?
Do I need to click? EC 12. Jeez.
Oh, I mean,
Not that wise.
see, I'm just gonna do one just to see if this. All right, all of them immediately turn and they start just moving towards the corners of the tower or trip over themselves. As we are now out of initiative. Nicely done.
Let's go.
Sometimes.
Combat.
Yeah. So
Nice
they're
roll
not destroyed. I don't think you have that yet, but they just start to sort of shimmer and kind of like waddle away from you and start just clipping and just getting stuck in the corners of the geometry. As all this happens, Hamakost stops and then looks towards you, Kyrick, and says, "Someone is where they shouldn't be. How many of your little friends are here? It seems like my workers were waking up. You know, it is so rude, but..."
Oh, we're here.
A bit lesser.
Investigating
You know,
some bank robbing.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
How about this? Why don't you go outside for a moment? I promise nothing bad will happen. I'll even bring tea for you and your friends. And then we can have a little chat. Because even though you decided to make yourselves at home and just come to my home and start demanding things, I am civilized. Unlike maybe yourself, but that's okay because even those uncivilized have their uses. And you look like the type that would love some coin or gems. Yes. Go outside. I'll bring a lovely, lovely hibiscus tea with an infusion of lime and lemon. Got both.
I feel like we'll tend to
Refreshing.
vanish if I step outside.
Hmm?
I'm a little suspicious about specifically wanting me to step outside.
Okay.
I check.
Insight check.
Insight check, please.
Okay. Boring number.
I want to roll this in. Okay.
Is coming up a little strong, sure, but you were a little rude, I guess. So seems fair.
Yeah, and he hasn't been doing anything threatening as far as I can tell.
No weapons. I mean, he's annoyed, but he's just been sitting there reading the book, and it seems like he was writing something on a few scrolls. No weapons, no anything.
Hey, someone's been living here. I've stepped outside at this point.
Okay. Stepped outside, your ear pops for a moment. And the whole scent of this, like, royal sort of smell, this, like, perfume, now you just have this, like, lovely outdoor smell. And now there's a waft of, like, undeath sort of emanating from the northeast, and then it kind of goes away for a bit.
Is it the same person that has 12 skeletons?
Skeletons.
Smell like zombies.
Yeah. Zombies? Can't tell. Could be
Zombies
either.
eat-
I mean, if they've got flesh, they're not a skeleton, right?
I shrug my shoulder.
I mean, they
Have
still have skeletons. It's just the
Right.
inclusion of flesh.
Right.
Discussion for dinner.
Anyways, the guy
said-
who lives here, he's gonna bring us some tea.
Oh. I like a good tea. Cold, sweet.
And we believe that.
Hot ice. Well, I believe it for sure.
I like. Maybe not roll my eyes, but like give you a look of like, I don't know if I believe you.
Henrik is not a smart man. Anyways, yeah, I guess we just wait around. He'd be right out with some tea.
Like, what? 5 minutes to make tea?
So I believe detect magic lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Do I assume I get like a lot of things from the tent.
Yeah, it is. So honestly, majority of what you sense from this, it seems to be a blend of transmutation and conjuration. And then there is just pretty much all of the schools, honestly, that seem to be emanating in some way or another. But the tent itself is definitely a form of transmutation. This is like almost like a pocket, not necessarily like dimension, but some strange, powerful magics are coming from it. And then finally, as soon as you finish off, you could sense that there is a like a divine, like a divination magic seems to emanate from it. And then as soon as that happens, you see appears to be a bald human in very fine red robes. You could see that these robes actually have these sort of insignias that look like they have been patched or covered over. You see the faint remnants of these like circular spirals with these 8 nodes. And then out comes 2 undead looking creatures. They again have these like swords and pieces of metal all jutting out of their body, but they bear no weapons in their hands. They bear silver trays in each of them that have lovely little flute glasses of what appears to be tea. Your tea. Tea's here. Please. How many are you? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm guessing there's more. There's always more. 5, delicious. And one of them goes and sort of bows. Tea! As you see 5 flute glasses filled with tea.
I will pick one up.
Oh! He snaps his hands, and you see flying out of the tent flaps are these like pieces of wood that just sort of line themselves up nicely, and then they unfurl themselves, and you see these like almost not really even like chairs. They're more like the type that don't have a back that you can just sort of sit on, like the pull away ones, and they just kind of flap around as there's 5 sort of like seats that are placed.
I will use my detect magic to see if the glasses are giving off.
The glasses definitely are. I'm gonna say at this point, why don't you roll me a D10 plus 2, see if the spell. It's been at least a couple minutes.
It is 10 minutes.
You said 10. I know. That's why I said
forgot it's
D10 plus 2 to see how much time has passed.
5.
5. So it's only been 5 minutes. You still have it up for a bit.
Would I know if like just basic ass poison counts as magic?
Poison can be done. That's a difficulty because you can get poisoned through a lot of normal mundane ways. Even
Yeah.
like wyvern spit, which is a very powerful poison. It's technically from a gland of a wyvern, and it's just biology. You do not detect any forms of magical poison. The glasses are transmuted, probably pieces of sand or glass to create these forms. It's a little bit of showmanship, but the drink is tea, from what you can tell.
Spear is taking a tea. Much obliged. Just shut it.
I specifically like kind of side eye Subira and like wait for her to like get most of the way through it
Uh-huh.
to start drinking, to sip on mine.
Hey, it's summer. It's hot out. I want some tea.
I grab a glass.
He looks so suspicious.
It's all red wizards looks.
It looks more suspicious, like zoomed in.
Up close.
Mm-hmm.
You sipping yet, bro?
Bombastic side eye.
He looks at you. He gives you a little bombastic
Bombastic.
side eye. Humcost looks and says, "For the love of the divines," he goes and reaches towards the other abomination, which also has 5 flute glasses. Takes one. It's tea. You ingrates and starts to drink it. Very good tea and expensive tea, might I add, that I had to ship all the way from Thay, and, well, a few other things that I had to find from the locals, but it's good, okay? You should all feel so... doesn't even matter. But yes, the reason why I'm, guess you could say a bit of fortuitous luck, that even though you decided to stumble into my little campsite and you've decided to scare my workers, and you see how the cross like turn and look, and you just see all the zombies are like, oh, just like banging their heads against the stone, just freaking out.
What kind of work are you in, Mr. Cost?
Oh, that is so funny that you should ask. Well, I am initially was an independent researcher that worked for, let's say, people who had a very unique view on things. My direct employer, well, she was she is. I haven't spoken to her a while, but she's what's the correct term? She was a bit of a bitch, but don't tell her to say that. And he smiles and looks at you. Doesn't matter. She's we're not really on good speaking terms. But there's no need to hide it. And he looks at you and looks at his robes and says, Yes, I, well, still like to consider myself a red wizard of Thay. But there's been a bit of a falling out, one might say. I don't know how much you are in current events. I'm sure Thayan news doesn't get delivered along the Sword Coast much, but the Red Wizards have been having the simplest term, a bit of a infight, a bit of a clash eternally. And those, one might say loyalists, someone such as myself, have been ostracized, pushed out by a new order. Some call them followers of the Sovereign, some say that they are, well, usurpers, or, well, a bit of bastards. I like to go with the last one. But my culture is not why you're here, and politics is not, and he looks specifically at you, Kenrick. It's probably a bit too far above the head. How's the tea?
I nod in agreement with that.
Oh, you, my friend. He looks at you. And what is your name, sir?
I am Fulwin of the Amora House.
Ooh, I've heard of this house. see someone of such noble stock amongst these miscreants. Is this one yours? And he goes and points towards Kendrick.
I nod my head.
Oh, lovely. And he goes to shake your hand.
I'll shake it back. My family wanted me to see the world. You know how it is. Family.
I do indeed. My family always said that you needed to find the perfect thing or peoples, uproot them, and take them by the entrails. I mean, the bootstraps, and give them a good shake.
I kind of like.
But
I do the like kind of side head thing where you're like sort of in agreement with someone. Yeah, same concept, different wording.
of course. But I have a question. And as he's about to kind of stop shaking your hand and look towards the rest of the group, he stops and looks at your hair.
Yep. Definitely not something there. I don't know what you're talking about.
He looks, and he looks at your hair a bit more, and then stops and taken back for a moment and keeps looking at your hair particularly. Well, I wanted to, I guess, formally welcome you to my campsite. This is the remains of the old owl well. That's what the locals call it. But in reality, this was something a bit more. You don't need to worry yourselves about the details, but let's just say that this is a site of a bit of history, especially for not my family directly, but for the Thayan line. I would like you all to do me a lovely little favor, one might say, and if you were to complete this said favor, then, well, not only would you be owed a favor by not just any old wizard, but myself, and kind of pushes himself up a little bit, but I might even throw in a few coins, trinkets, maybe even a magical goodie or two. And I'll even tell you that lovely recipe of that tea you're drinking. That is worth its weight in gold already. But, and he keeps this whole time, he has been staring at Fulwin's hair. Amazing.
Find myself.
Uh-huh.
What is this
Third-
favor you asking for?
Oh, sorry, I was a little distracted. Pretty simple, actually. You see, I need you to find a simple phrase for me. Sometimes, and he looks at you and kind of like, sometimes magic can be complicated, big words. And with the magic, he kind of smiles and like looks at Fulwin and kind of like nods. There are things that have locks, like a door. Sometimes these locks have words associated, similar, like it, like a key to a door, right? Your manservant understands this, right? You, manservant, you, your master, and your fellow scoundrels, I guess, simply need to find said passphrase, spoken words, might be some gibberish. If you can, does this one know how to write? You know, actually, I take it back. Fulwin, right? Yes. Make sure to write down the phrase for me and simply hand it to me, and I'll pay you. Simple. Now, this phrase, this is where the actual tricky part is. Now, normally I would go and handle it myself, I easily could, but my presence here is required, and frankly, you're. And then with a big heavy thud, as one of the zombies falls over and breaks like half their body. Oh, my workers are a bit. Well, they're about as smart as your manservant, I guess. But they need constant supervision. And, well, good help is hard to find sometimes. You sort of are dealt with the cards you have. Now, Fulwin, manservant, and the rest, I need you to find a very unique individual. Someone, oh, remnants of someone, shall we say, that aren't too far from here. They go by the name of Agatha. This Agatha, well, she has passed on, you see, and she's a bit hostile towards most.
Agatha the Wraith?
Well, she's a banshee technically, but yes, that Agatha. I'm surprised you already know this. Kind of looks at you quizzically. How do you know of Agatha?
The local town is very aware of her existence.
Oh, well. Interesting.
You're not
He kinda
special, by the
furrows his
way.
brow. One who's been hiding around the corner, have you had any of the tea?
No.
You who stand and not even sit down in pleasant company, not even introducing yourself, who is this hideous looking man thing?
It's just some
I am-
guy we picked up.
I'm
Oh, a
nothing to
homeless
you.
man? It's just shoo, we have nothing for you. Go away.
Okay. Bet.
Goodbye. I believe the term is by Felicia. Yes, I remember hearing that off of a traveling minstrel one time. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know why people. You would think that ruins far from town wouldn't have so many strays, but you see, back to the point at hand. Again, keeps looking at your hair, Full one, and towards the rest of you. I need you to speak with Agatha. Do try your best to not anger her in any way. She is quite temperamental. But if you're able to calm her down, she might be willing to give you this phrase that I seek. Don't ask her anything else. Don't press her. It's honestly for your sake. I need you to come back alive, after all. He smiles. This for a little bit. But yes, I need you to come back, tell me the phrase, and I will pay you. Gold or gems, or maybe even a magical trinket or two. That sound like a deal? Pretty straightforward, and obviously, anything you find among the ruins along there are yours to keep. I don't have any need of those.
What is this passphrase for?
As for me to know, and for you to, well, not really find out. You just need to give me the phrase. In layman's terms, and he looks over especially at Kenrick, you don't need to know. Not good for brain.
We might assume that you've been sending your workers up to
Mm.
Conbury looking for Agatha. Is that right?
Well, you could say that, I guess. Yes, of course. You think I would go there myself? Honestly, you must be very strong, or I don't really know. And he looks over at you, Fulton. Does your manservant usually speak out of place?
Sometimes, but we try to keep in line.
And he goes and looks over towards Fenwick. You have been a little quiet. You look about as same as that hobo-looking fellow that walked by. But you seem to be enjoying the tea. What are your thoughts about this?
clearly hiding the fact that E is pretty much a hobo. Yeah, I think it's quite refined, honestly.
Smiles. Perfect. You, even though your appearance seems to be a bit ragged, maybe that is a bit of intelligence. And ooh, I love to pick your brain. I mean, talk to you more about this once you all come back, of course. Perfect, perfect. Now, if you'd be so kind, those glasses are a bit of a one of a kind. If you could just gently make sure and put it on the tray and don't look at them in the eye. It kind of bothers them. You see glasses.
I place mine half on the tray and let it fall to
Okay.
the ground.
It falls to the ground. It cracks.
Clumsy me.
It's okay. He snaps his fingers, and the glass sort of reforms itself, but it's not perfect. You see that sort of that Japanese style where it's like the gold filled.
Kintsugi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Okay. Oh. Okay. The rest of you be very gentle and just put them on the tray with delicate. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a bit distracted by another of one of my. He turns around and looks into the tent. One of my other little friends. But yes. And you, you. What was your name? Looks at you, Sabira.
Oh, Subira.
Oh, how
Farm
very
girl.
folksy.
Well, we can't all be fancy wizards, you know. Tea's great though.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. He was like furrowing his brow a little bit, a little sort of perturbed, looking at you, and then as soon as you mentioned the tea being good, hope for you yet. Fulman, might I suggest if you grow tired of that one, points over at Kenrick, you should make this one true. Woman servant, man servant, I don't know the terms. Meat servant. Because this one has a little bit of a spark, and if you're done, I could either possibly talk about improving that one, or maybe I could take them off your hands. There's always use for good meat. But yes. So, go to Agatha. Find out the passphrase. Make sure not to ask her anything else. It will upset her, I promise. And Fulman, your hair. What is that? Do you have the comb in your hair?
Yeah, I'll like kind of pull it out a little. This?
Yes, that.
It's a comb I got from someone in town.
Who?
I don't really know her name, to be honest.
Deception, please.
One of them common folks you don't like to really learn the names of.
Yeah. I
Okay.
use my.
Oh,
Secretly guidance.
I don't think you can do that.
Huh.
I don't know if I'm gonna beat that. To be honest.
He looks at you.
Mhm.
You're not very good at lying, aren't you? That's
Yeah.
okay. We all have our own secrets, and he looks at the comb. Once you return with the phrase, do promise me. Please, do not get rid of that comb. It is interesting. I might even want to buy it off you.
And
We
like,
can talk more about it when you come back.
thing?
It is, yes. And he kind of looks at you, and his demeanor's definitely shifted and sort of like hardened a bit. While he's a little bit more jovial, he definitely had almost like a kinship to you. Sense that it's gotten a little, not hostile, but a little murky.
Yeah.
Well, in all honesty, I would possibly offer you accommodations, but frankly, and he looks over especially at Kenrick, some of you deserve to simply sleep out in the mud. So I suggest you all go and come back with the phrase. If you do not have the phrase and come back, well, that wouldn't be a good idea for any of us, really. Good luck.
And nod my
And
head.
waves, and the two what are they called? Sorry, the two dread warriors kind of bow with the trays in hand to say, "Thank you. Come again." No, you're not supposed to say that. Don't come again. Work in progress. Do be quick. I don't know. Don't come back unless you have the phrase. Steps into the tent, followed by his two bodyguards, and with that,
Much obliged for the tea.
Once we get far enough away,
Sure, let's get about like, I don't know, 50, 100 feet.
reasonably out of
I've never wanted to go murder a hobo on somebody, on an NPC so hard.
Can we get his tea recipe first before we kill him?
It seems
That
to
was
me we
good.
found the source of with the undead around Conberry and the grave robbing.
and out of my head, yeah. We could go to Conberry,
Mm-hmm.
find the Wraith, get the passphrase, kill the Wraith, come back here.
We're not supposed to kill the Wraith.
Oh, we're not supposed to kill the
we have
Wraith.
to.
We promised Sister Carolee.
Okay, we do that. We get the phrase.
I'm down the
We
raid.
leave. We come back here.
Mhm.
Kill him?
I mean, so,
Those.
let me tell. I want to tell you a really fun story about these adventurers that went out and got this secret passphrase from this undead banshee. And then they wrote it down on a slip of paper, not knowing what it was, handed it over to a Thayan, and sold their souls? This feels very...
No. We just
Bay.
kill him.
What are you gonna do with the passphrase, dude?
I don't know.
Stick it up your butt?
Seems
That's
like
about all
useful
you can
information.
do.
It's clearly, it clearly goes to something.
Yeah, it
Useful.
goes to something. All keys go to something, but we've got to figure out what it goes to. I don't think we should come back here.
I mean,
unless-
can't we just ask the Wraith? Well,
I think we
and
should,
we're not supposed to ask anything else of.
right? I mean, especially when we already know that Sister Carolee has had an accord with them for many, many years where they just wouldn't, they wouldn't attack the people that were on the road?
Right. She used to be a
So-
lot more friendly, like.
Well, I don't know if I'd use
It's
the word
likely the
friendly.
undead that this guy's been trudging up there.
Is
They're all
pissing her
riled
off.
up.
Setting her off. Right.
I don't like this dude. I
No.
think he's absolutely full of fabulous stories and great material.
And tea.
Listen, there's something in that tea. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I mean, it was real good. I'd hope there's something in it.
The
Y'all gonna have
other
diarrhea tonight.
option is we give him a fake passphrase. Then we
Is he
get
gonna-
both sides, and then we kill him.
Is he gonna know it's fake, like, instantaneously? Or, like,
Probably.
are we gonna follow him? Or. I
Depends
mean,
on what it
I'm
goes to.
okay with trying to do a little duplicity.
He thinks we're
I'm
super
very
dumb.
good at duplicity.
The
What
phrase
about
is probably
duplication?
just simply in another language. So unless we know the language that this passphrase is in, the chances of us being able to fake it aren't high.
Hmm.
Unless one of y'all knows Thayan. or any of the
Um,
other high exciting languages that he knows. Either way, I think we should start heading towards the Banshee.
Yeah, I think we go to the Banshee, get the code,
Figure it
possibly
out from
come
there.
back.
I suspect the Banshee might just say, "Go stop those undead from bothering me."
Well, great. We were already kind of planning on going murder hobo on this dude's ass anyway.
Okay, here's the question then. Do we think there's any benefit in coming back here? Because if we're gonna just kill him anyways, kill him.
Mm,
I don't think there's
The-
inherently any
those-
benefit to going to Conberry.
I think we should speak to the Banshee first.
those big warrior-like fellers didn't look particularly friendly or easy to take down. We might need a better game plan than just go in and kill. Might need some actual, I
Also-
don't know, tactics.
I did not see those two warriors when I was in the tent. I cannot tell you where they came from, or can I tell you how many more there are?
Right.
You might be able to just produce an army of them out of this tent.
If,
So
if
we
we
can. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
if we need to kill him, we can come back. It's not that far away, and we really should be we should try and figure out who he is, why he's got this hard on for the Banshee, and also what does the
Thinking-
passcode go for?
I don't think he necessarily has a hard on for the Banshee. I think he just
How powerful are banshees? This is in game. Kendrick does not know.
I, as a player, know a lot
We-
about them. As Subira, I do not.
Well,
Anyone know
I
how
would.
strong banshees are?
Full win, you can roll a history check. About banshees, particularly. History, or actually, my apologies. You could have rolled history, or you could roll religion. That's fine as well. So whatever's better. I'll take that back.
Let me also do a history, see if I know any. All
Okay,
right, we're
yeah.
fine.
So Fulwin, you Sir Dustorf are thinking about banshees, and they're not very common, but they're not like some of the most like rarest things out there. Banshees are closer to like ghosts. There are things called like shadows, which are definitely a lot more prevalent. But it is like the sort of malevolent sort of like spirit of someone, especially banshees particularly have a close connection to the elvish sort of like soul or spirit that hasn't passed correctly. Sometimes banshees stay in Faerun or in sort of like the mortal plane by choice to try to protect or possibly fulfill something that was lost. But banshees are, in terms of like how they are pretty powerful. Give me one moment. Let me get up my banshee notes. The main thing about banshees that you have to be aware of is that they are sort of incorporeal. That most sort of like mundane weaponry are not completely ineffective, but they're pretty resistant to. So something has to be magical for them to even be damaged. They're completely immune to cold and necrotic and poison, but they have the most sort of powerful thing that people have the most fear of is that there's this scream, this sort of deathly wail that they're able to do. Not commonly, but those that have survived have said that they're in like some stories you've read of like traveling priests that try to cleanse maybe those that have gone astray and sort of been corrupted by this like the taint, the evil of sort of corrupting forces have said that this howl has killed dozens of people instantaneously. that a field of sort of like strong warriors rushing this banshee screamed, and they fell one by one. Only those of sort of the most resolute mind and heart were able to resist. Those, one might say, with these sort of like fortitude or physical sort of restraint can resist it, but they can take down people quickly. Also, that they have this sort of horrifying visage that people can just turn and run in fear if it chooses to present itself in such a way. So overall, they are a powerful version of like a ghost or specter.
I think perhaps this banshee wants to deal with the source of frustration personally.
I was actually just gonna propose that.
They want to come back here with us.
Fuck up there.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
you know where all these undead are coming from. Do you want to get them?
Sure.
Right. That seems fun. Let them go at each other and then, you know, pick
Cheer
him
from the
off before he
sidelines?
picks her off.
Let's
That's a good plan.
let's find a place to camp for the night that's nowhere near here.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan to me, and I think that gives us perfect opportunity to take a little short rest in real life. So,
Mm-hmm.
sounds like a plan. Thank you all, folks in the chat. Everyone else, that will take a little short rest. In terms of long rests, you all should be done now at the Old Owl Well, and continue along from there. I'm going to say you all are able to take a long rest unabated, no problem. But you will still need to use rations because he has not offered any food. Or
Yeah, just some
lunch.
really good tea.
Good old tea.
All right. Easy enough.
swap over to some battle tunes. Get this show on the road. Oh my goodness. Alright, and if you'd be so kind as to loot this, that'd be great. Flash stop. Flash play. Top of the round. Full one. Move through the ruins, and you see these skeletal figures, the boss covering their entire sort of skeletal frame. They kind of rattle at you, and you can see that their claws, like the hands, they seem to be elongated, covered in these almost like dripping moss.
I can't see that third one.
Okay.
I think I have it in 30.
It's like it. Okay. Turn undead. Bagaboonga. 3 of them seem to be within range. Wisdom saving throws. All of them fail. What does this look like? I know you just did it previously the other day, but for the rest of your teammates, what does this look like?
My Elmora house crest that's like pinned on, like it pins my like jacket, whatever, or shawl, whatever, together. Glows brightly. And there's like I guess I don't know if there's really any effects,
Sure.
but it just kind of it glows brightly, and
Glows brightly.
everyone that fails is like
Yeah.
dazed by it.
Incapacitated. All right, they're just kind of freaking out. Nicely done. All right, full one. 3 of them kind of freak out due to your holy sign of your house as they start to crawl over the moss and rocks, making their way to move away from your direction. Nicely done, full one. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty.
I have heard some noise, and it sounds like there's something important going on. And I now see even more undead. So I'm going to pat Kenrick's butt and tell him to pop on in there, buddy.
Heroism.
So you're immune to being frightened for 1 minute, and at the start of every single one of your turns, you get 5 temp HP.
Ooh, okay.
No worries.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and also hand off a where are my stupid. There we go. I'm gonna hand off a bardic inspiration to you, so it's an extra 1d6.
Paves staff. Can we retcon staff defense charges on you? Oh, okay.
I had 8 charges when I handed it off to you.
It's been so long that you should probably just have full.
Yeah, they would have
Yeah,
been full at this
It's
point.
like 1d6 plus 4 every dawn. They're
Yeah,
definitely
so
charged.
you would definitely be good to go.
I only used it once, and it was a long time ago.
Right, gang.
All right, Phil, please make sure you use that. Don't let it burn. And that's
Well, if my rolls are too good, then I guess I won't eat it.
got him extra hard. Okay, okay, that's it. I'm done.
Who has the mage armor on right now?
Nobody has major armor on
Nobody
right
has
now.
mage armor. Got it. Okay, because there's a status icon for that, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. Subira, you're up.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Well, I'm gonna go to the not frightened guy.
Okay. All right. As soon as you turn around the corner, you see two more crawl out of the broken rubble and moss. Their sort of gross undead hands, mostly skeletal at this point, claw through.
Sabira bites back a surprisingly girly scream. She does not like the creepies and the crawlies. It's not her thing. We're gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
And then we are going to action. Great axe. 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
13 damage.
Crashes into it, cuts down half its frame, still up pixels of health.
Alright, well, that's all I've got for it then. So that's the end of my turn.
Works for me. Full. Fenwick, you're up.
Do we say these guys are hostile right now?
Absolutely. The zombies, no, not yet. They're sort of shambling around, but they could, depending what happens.
Let's see.
But the others, the moss zombies, absolutely they are.
For sure. See how much this costs to take an action. How far I can use this major armor thing. I don't want to leave Sir Dusseldorf butt booty naked.
I'm wearing underwear and a very fine hat. That's all you need.
Oh my.
Usually touch.
Yeah, touch range. You're right.
It's alright. I'm on the back line. I'm good.
Alright, I'm gonna Starry Whiz right there.
I cast Starry Whiz? Alrighty. Which fella?
The hurt one in front of Sabira.
Alright, let's see it. With a crit.
Yeah,
Hot
boy.
damn. Alright, let's see the damage. Hit crit damage for me.
Nothing happened.
Did you also do your homework yet?
No.
Okay. All right. After this, or when do you got time? After this session, do your homework. All right. Fenwick, yeah, you
Clicking and nothing happening.
click crit damage.
There we go.
Okay. So with 7 points, you notice that actually, as this wisp of radiant light hits the skeleton, it seems to be extremely effective as it incinerates, and almost like the Indiana Jones of Holy Grail, just kind of just dissolves away into a moat of just burning bits of bone and plant matter. That was very effective. Nicely done.
Pog. I don't think I have a bonus action to use yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to hang back now.
All right, Fenwick. Anything else? Kenrick, you're up.
Ah, you fiend.
They are incapacitated. They're running with fear. I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Hey,
Doesn't
anytime-
matter.
Wait, hold on.
You've got a 1d6.
I do have a 1d6.
Oh,
This helps. Maybe this helps. 11.
11 is not enough, sadly.
It's
But
expended.
it doesn't connect with it. So it does not. Bragged as it just sort of turns and runs from forward.
Again, I am embarrassing myself in front of the Lord.
Kenrick, anything else?
Nope, that's it. Go next.
Alrighty. The one next to you immediately runs away from you, triggering attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, that's my time. 8. 8.
Nope.
16 to no. My
Oh,
God.
16 is. It says 11 on my screen. Sorry.
Then Bardic Inspiration.
Plus. Did
Oh,
you use
You are-
Bardic
you
Inspiration?
burned-
16.
that die.
That is a hit. Absolutely.
Oh,
Moves
it's
away
away
from you.
once per turn.
No, that Bardic Inspiration is a
gone
one-time
forever.
use. You
whoops.
burned
yeah,
it.
it's it's burnt. But never mind.
11. Never mind.
It runs away. Still afraid. Turned and now it's just clipping into the corner of the room. Just its bones rattling aggressively. The others are going to. So, and this one's just going to run away. Other skellies. What do I got? I've got a few ready to go. They look at Sabirum, and they kind of rattling as they lower their arms as vines wrap all around it and moss and just shoot out a tendril of moss and bone at you. 2 moss tendrils for you.
No.
Bagaboonga,
No.
Bagaboonga. There is a crit and an 18 is a hit. They both hit you. So first one is a total of 8 bludgeoning, 8 poison, and then 5 bludgeoning, 5 poison as you're thrown not 5 but 10 feet away directly from the skellies. You are going to be thrown right in front of Fenwick. Luckily, not hitting the wall.
Huzzah. Alright, let me do my math on damage I'm taking here. But I will take that. +3, +2, +6, +5, +5 equals 26 divided by 2 is 13. Okay.
Are you raging right now?
Yes.
Get it.
Sorry.
sure
I
to put our
forgot to
little-
put
no
the- I
problem.
forgot to put
I'll
the
help you.
little-
Boom,
little,
there it is.
mm,
Little
strong
flex
man
icon.
on it. Yeah.
Strong. Alrighty, those are those skellies, but you hear more rustling around in the underbrush.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe more hidden.
All hail snow.
Alrighty, that's their turn. Full one, you're up.
Okay.
Yep.
At this point, I am actually, as it was the top of the round, I'm going to do a quick little checkaroo as you've been making some noise. You've been fighting and some magic has been going off. Nothing extremely loud yet, but at 16, you're still good.
I will do a Sacred Flame on the gentleman bottom right.
Alrighty. Sacred Flaming, which guy? Perfect. Alrighty, tries to move out of the way here. Dex save. And these guys are pretty agile for being so imagine like these quick like skellies wrapped around in moss, just going almost feral. Come on. Oh my goodness, yeah, with a crit, easily moves out of the way. 1 second.
My
Anything
bonus
else?
action. I could do a spiritual weapon.
Okay. You grab it from the other map. hopefully I saved it here. That would be lovely if I did. I did. Hold. Players, copy it.
You tinted purple.
And 14 is a hit. Yeah, I can tint it purple.
Fancy.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing it one moment. Now I have to go back to the main one and tint it purple. So give me once.
No, how dare you?
How
do
dare I?
Things we ask, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Is that purple enough?
Eight force.
Okay, yeah. Crashes into the Skelly and hits. Majorly so. Explodes out where its bones fly off. Total of 16 force damage, severely wounding the Skelly. So good storm.
Muted.
Sorry, can I fit through this crack?
Uh,
No, I
yes,
can't.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You have to drag
just-
You have
yourself.
to pick up your
Barely.
token. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not exactly. Sorry.
But even when I was picking up the token and dragging it, it was still like bumping into it.
You gotta go on the line.
It's really
Yes,
weird.
sorry, I did this by hand, so it's not gonna be exact.
All right, now I can see this guy now. Now I understand what we're doing. Gotta make use of these brand new bracers. So what's up? Never mind. I'm not gonna do shit.
Is that added with the new stuff? The plus
Yeah.
3? Oh yeah, it goes wide.
Uh-huh. Dang.
Flies
All right.
overhead. It just thumps into the stoneworks.
So then I guess I'm just gonna elbow Fulwin and say, well, it's your turn, and I'm going to give him a little bardic inspiration as well. Once I find this stupid checkbox.
I nod
And
my
then
hand approval.
and then I'm done.
Those with bardic inspiration, give yourself the little music notes.
At this point, it's just you, Connor, for a 1d6.
Sabira, you're up.
Right. So let's get back. I'm not really happy about that, and they're really the only ones I can see right now. Anyways, I know you're all kind of somewhat engaged with someone up there, but I can't see it. So we're just gonna stand here.
Okay.
We're gonna ready in action.
Alrighty.
If a zombie comes in range of my axe, I am going to swing at the zombie.
Works for me.
And that's going to be my turn.
Fenwick.
I'm not. Fenwick, you're Fenwick.
Fenwick
We
and
should
Kenrick.
we should coordinate these names, dude.
Fenric,
Should
Kenrick.
coordinate these names.
I'll learn your name, buddy. This is why they
Underbow,
make
you're
fun
us.
of you. Alright, I'm gonna take a couple steps forward.
Yeah.
And let's say, hypothetically speaking, I were about to cast a let's see, a 15-foot cube originating from me.
Mm.
I would have a
How
bad
does that
time.
work? What's that?
It's basically a
Everybody
3x3.
But it's originating from me, so I would have to walk
So,
further more.
Basically, what would happen is I'm going to show you hypothetically what it would look like. It would just be this. I'll make it into a cube and a different color. So square, and let's make it into like a. See that? It's
So
all the squares around you. Yep.
So if I
it's
go
just
up
a little-
to here, 5, 10,
That's
15,
do not see the it's anybody literally within 5 feet.
Are you holding the
This-
action?
15 feet across.
And if I were to blast it in said direction over here, yonder, go
The
bold
zombies
for
aren't-
zombies.
Aggroed to us yet?
Yeah, they are. They could possibly, but they're not aggro to you. If something is very loud, it most likely will then be aggro too. And Thunder
That's-
Wave is very loud.
That spell is really for like getting people away from you,
That's a
or like
get out of my
pushing
face.
someone. Yeah, pushing someone off a cliff.
Alright, I'll move back my 10 feet over here. Or 15 feet, sorry. And I'm gonna try to take out that one dude. It's a little bit hurt there.
Sounds good to me.
A little starry wisp.
Sorry, Wisp? Oh, there's a hit.
Take that. Bro, my camera's
Radiant
not
light
popping out.
flies through the air.
I'm clicking, it's not doing anything.
Try refreshing roll 20.
I will do exactly that.
I'll click damage for you. Yeah, you should roll your damage because I rolled a 1. I don't want you to have a 1. You know? We'll take the 6. Total of 12 actual radiant as it its bones crash. The vines and moss just immediately ignite with holy fire as it crumbles to the ground into a smoldering mess nicely done.
And it's an action. My bonus action. Only have healing word. Yeah, that's it for me. Right here.
Alrighty, Kendrick, you're up.
Alright, I run into the fray. I'm
The fray.
gonna fray.
There
I
will
would-
be.
I'm gonna gesture in towards the buildings to the side of us and in front of us.
Buildings. Ah. I'll just post up here. If anyone comes near, I will attack them.
Anyone.
Sounds good to me.
I will also hold it as a grenade. I like that. Good.
Alrighty, Skellies. The western ones are just going to stay in the yard, clipping through the walls. I've got one in here. 3, triggering your attack of opportunity, lunging forward with its moss-covered claws, and see the hit. I like that you primed a grenade for this. That's great.
Yes, thank you.
Lunges forward.
I 22.
There's a hit. Cuts into the
Nine.
skelly. 9 points of slashing. Not enough to kill. But as it kind of it starts to swipe at you with its jagged claws.
Sure.
1 and 2 swipes. One of them goes wide, one of them connects, cutting your arm. 6 piercing, 1 poison.
Okay. 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Rest of my skellies move like so.
I didn't see a single thing change.
Nope.
Oh wait, there's one.
Alrighty, and hold on, I'm just getting some people in position.
Hey, this is spooky.
It's fine. We're fine.
A few more burst out from the
Fine.
south. One of them's in range, and the others are in place. So, one more towards the northeast, kind of crawls over the wall, creaking its bones, and lowers its head. Tendrils kind of flop out of its arms, and they fly forward at Fenwick. A tendril flies through the air and strikes you square in the chest. 5 bludgeoning, 6 poison. and you're pushed 5 feet away to here. 5 bludgeoning, 6 poison. The rest of my skellies move, and that's their whole turn. Noise from combat. See if more undead join the fray. A 9 is not enough. Full one, you're up.
All right, going to just move this guy up here for 15. We will attack.
Okay. On the bonk. Ooh, battle brothers. Alright.
I'm gonna.
7 is a whiff.
Okay. Never mind. I tried.
Okay.
I tried to use the tools
And
given to
no
me,
moss.
and I didn't do well. Action. I will. And 15.
Okay.
I will do a wounds. Well, for
Okay.
Subira.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Seduce Dwarf, you're up.
I'm gonna ask Full One if we end up attacking these ones that are under his spell, is that going to break the spell?
If you damage them, yes, it will break the spell, but it's gonna happen
Okay.
anyways.
That's why I wanted to double check before I did that. 1, 2, and I'm going to, gosh. I've got this horrible feeling that things are just going to keep crawling out of the woodwork and that we need to engage Agatha. And I kind of want to call her out. Is anybody going to be terribly upset with me? Out of game.
I can't tell if more have been summoned or if it's just they have been out of sight. That's it.
We just there's 2 different teams here. There definitely doesn't feel like Moss guys are allied with green goo gentlemen off to the right. Technical term.
I would be upset.
So I'm going to fire off an arrow
Okay.
at the guy right in front of me.
There's a hit, lining up the crossbow,
For
and
6.
dunks into its undead skeletal form.
And I'm gonna call out for Agatha and say, Agatha, you need to come out of hiding now. Sister Garrely is very worried about you. I'm not doing a full, theater voice. I'm not looking to necessarily let these gentlemen hear, but I'm hoping that if she's within, 30 feet of me, she can hear me.
Okay.
That'll
No
be my
response.
turn.
Subira.
All right. Whack. This guy.
Whack. There's a good whacking. Chopping down some weeds, and with a 16, how do you do it? Bugaboo.
If it's like weed whacking, we're gonna cut him off at the knees. Just have him collapse.
Collapse and just. And the remaining bits of bones just kind of gently disperse and become that basically a skeletal remains. The weeds that were controlling it are,
I'm gonna stay here and then sort of act as a wall between people. So that's it.
works for me. Fenwick, you're up.
I will take a first shot at this guy here.
Sure.
He looks very ugly on my screen.
Good help.
So I'm gonna clean up with this bright light, perhaps.
12 is just barely a hit as the wisp flies through and strikes the moss.
Let's go.
Total of 14. How do you do it? Wow.
all the moss covering the skeleton kind of just like crisps up, disappears, just looks like a regular skeleton. It just crumbles away. Yeah,
Nice.
like that.
Good moves. Fenwick, anything else? Go to Kenrick.
Get back here. Keep an eye out.
Are we engaging these guys? Here?
Not yet.
Don't really have much of a need to.
You got plenty of
Yeah.
folks to the south to still murder anyway.
I can't reach anyone from south. Any issue?
Of
They'll
range?
reach you.
They will reach you.
Just ready another.
Yeah, I will ready another action.
Alrighty.
Remember you have 5 temp HP at the start of every turn.
Oh,
I keep hitting 5 here, and it doesn't go in the
Doesn't go in the token.
go on the turn.
Got it. I assigned it HP temp, but that doesn't like the work, so I'm just gonna leave it none, and you could just manually fix it now on the token. I try to have it so like it would correlate with your sheet, but I think the temp HP is a little goofy. Alrighty. Moss Skelly, sorry, I'm so happy because this is all Battle Brothers music, one of my favorite games. Alright, so Moss Skellies. Let's go with the southern ones. So you turn, rush forward, get in position for a retaliation, and they kind of and instead of lunging at you, tendrils form around their arms as they fly through the air, standing in position, attacking. But to go wide over you, Kenrick, as you avoid the tendrils, as one of them also hits your shield and is deflected or not pushed. The
Action
rest
economy
of
is in shambles.
Skellies. The rest of them I got. I'm gonna save this one. Let's see. Poor Fenwick again. Another tendril flies through the air towards. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Fenwick, you take 7 bludgeoning, 5 poison. You're pushed 5 feet into the wall, bouncing backwards. I need you to make a strength save, as you're also going to take an additional 2 points of bludgeoning on top of that. See if you get knocked prone, as you're flung into the back of the wall.
Some strength, right?
Strength saving throw, please.
My weakest. Hang on, let me see if I can use lucky on this. I'm not sure. I think I can, right?
I think you should be able to, yeah.
Fuck it, I'll use one.
19, nice. Yeah, so this tendril hits you in the chest. You feel poison vines kind of reach out towards your skin. You're thrown into the back bricks. One of them kind of falls and kind of collapses a little bit, but you manage to keep on your feet. So that is a total of 9 bludgeoning, 5 poison. Total 14 points damage, and I think you're actually just down from that. Anyways,
Rip.
that's a shame. And I have a few more skellies.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, never mind.
Oh, Sir Dusseldorf. 2 of them see you. One of them in the back. You were
I
partial
can't see
cover.
him.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so I can see the guy out front.
It cannot
But
see you.
I cannot see this guy at all.
It's crossing a line. Yep. It's hard to tell on my screen because I see everyone's vision at once. I'm going to say it doesn't see you. Be generous. But I will move it inside the door. Okay, yeah, the one in the doorway just kind of looks at you. Its arm unfurls as a tendril flies through the air. Youch! 6 bludgeoning, 5 poison as you're pushed 5 feet away directly to here. That is all my skellies. It's been a little noisy. 17. Still have not been paying much attention. They are very dumb. Full when you're up.
Cure wounds.
Aww.
And
On Fenwick.
yeah,
or Seduce Dwarf.
Seduce Dwarf.
Yeah.
I got you,
Oh,
Seduce
that's just
Dwarf.
mean. Darkest Dungeon is a good
I
playlist.
can get my guy to anything. We'll start him meandering this way. Go next.
Okay. Seduce Dwarf. You're up.
I am going to fire off at the guy that just attacked me for 10 damage.
Nice. Wounding it immediately. Thumps half its face, gets shot off.
Great. He deserves it. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some cover. And then take a healing potion and be done.
Nice. Sabira, you're up.
Right. So, got up here and up here, and down here and down here. So I'm gonna do bonus action, adrenaline rush, gain the 2 temp HP, and dash as a bonus action. So,
Yep.
10, 15, 20. Like that. 30. Oh, I really wish I could get through. But I can't. How high is this wall here?
We'll say 10 feet.
Damn, it's not swing overable. Alright.
No, but it's athletics checkable.
Alright, let's athletics check the bullet. See if I can keep myself up over it.
There's a lot of loose spots, so if you just like really climb over it, propel yourself. 10 is not
Damn
enough.
it. Well, okay. So I
But
guess
that is also not a complete failure, so you don't fall prone or anything.
Alright, well, I'm gonna attack this guy then. I'll save myself a bit.
Alrighty.
17.
There's a hit.
10
Just
damage.
cuts through, and with exactly as much you needed, cleave it in half. Falls apart.
Huzzah.
Bones kind of fall to the ground as the vines just shrivel and die. Nicely done. Anything else? We go to Fenwick.
Yeah, I don't think I can technically go forward and then cleave. That's not how that works. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Fenwick brushes himself off a little bit. Looks like he's about to stand up, but then he fires a starry wisp at that guy above him.
Alrighty.
And use another luck point, see if I can try to kill him.
Wow, there's a hit.
I clicked it again, you piece of shit.
Sometimes
Oh,
double
just
click. Sometimes it needs me to double click it
a
too.
double click. Okay, I never had to do that.
Really quick.
Ching.
5. 10 actual. Holy light burns through its undead form, wounding it.
Use a little
Fenwick.
what is that thing called? Oh, a little healing word on myself.
Assuming you're standing up.
Bonus action. Not yet.
Okay.
Just
Hey,
doing
you wanna
everything
throw.
laying down.
Just, all right. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh my god, there's somebody there. Yeah, I should probably remove that prone token. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
mine, half movement. So 15 feet.
Yep.
Fenwick, anything else? Go to Kenrick.
That's it. We cool.
Running on
Alright, now
forward.
that Owen is not watching me, now is the time.
You out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, your focus is elsewhere.
Hit, just barely.
Alright, 17 is to hit, 12 is the damage.
17 hit. Oh, I misread. Yeah, 17 definitely is a hit. Which one he cut?
Probably this one first.
Sure, yeah, he cut into it, wounding it. Half its arm just kind of slops off to the ground. The vines shrivel and die. I'm peeking. Kenrick, nicely done. Anything else?
Can't see that. As far as I can tell, you're not watching me. Next.
All right, let's have the moss skellies that you're fighting fight back. A total of 4 swipes. Growling, clawing
so
their
I've got
way.
Got some reactions. So
Ooh,
there were one
okay.
reaction. Can we take
Sure.
these in order?
Yeah.
Who
First one's a
attacked me
miss.
the first time?
The wounded one's going to be attacking you 2 times. So the first one is a miss, bounces off your shield. Second one connects.
After that first one, I
Ooh, a
counterattack.
little close. Nice.
Let's see. This box.
There's a hit. Nice. Big play, yeah. So you cut in, so it bounces off your shield, reverberates, gets ready to strike you down with the other claw. And as you quite literally post, find a spot, cut it in twain, collapses to the ground in pieces. Nicely done. So the second
I
attack,
immediately shield up for the next 2 attacks.
nice. Bring up the shield and block. That was exactly what you needed. As the shield pushes back, the jagged claws just inches away from your chest. The other skellies, they're still freaking out, but I still have a few more. This wounded one, I think, go 5, 10, 15. Yes, it would. Rushing forward, lunging with its claws at Fulwin. Tries to rip up our lovely little cleric, which does indeed hit, slashing at your arms and chest. 8 piercing, 4 poison for the first, and then 5 piercing, 4 poison for the second. Sabira, one turns around the corner, looks at you, and lunges with its claws. Connects both times. 10 piercing, 2 poison, and then 7 piercing, 4 poison, cutting up your forearms. So 5 actual, 5 piercing, 1 poison, and then 3 piercing, 2 poison. Double checking my skellies here. I think that is everybody else in play. It's noisy. Do they finally pay attention? No, they do not. You all are lucky. Full one.
Next.
Oh, you're dying. Fantastic. Sir Dussador.
Oh no.
I'm gonna peek out from back here, and I see
Oh.
that.
Also,
What?
the frightened lost zombies are
Oh,
now
yes.
no longer frightened.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Oh boy.
Perfect.
Look. Yeah, I peek out and I see that the skeleton has downed what's his face. It wall beneath me. And I'm gonna double check with Fenwick and just say, like, you got him.
Gives you a nod.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna fire. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire shot. In the combat tab. Holy shit, Sarah. Do we could chow. Okay.
There's a hit.
Yeah. 12.
Who we hit?
The person that's standing over full one.
Yeah, so it's about to coup de grace full one. As a fire off a bolt right through its face explodes. Crumbles as now bone fragments fall over full.
And I'm gonna yell out to Sabira, hey, more incoming, so get your shit together and hand off my last bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Let me copy and paste that one more time. 1d6.
For Sabira?
Dunzo for Sabira.
Lovely. Sabira, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna yawn and just go ahead and swipe at the guy directly in front
There's
of
a
me.
hit. Cuts into Skelly.
Damage, 13 damage.
Wounding him. Half his body slops off. Still up.
And everything that I can do from a bonus action. So I'm gonna chug a potion and call that good.
Alrighty, Fenwick, you're up.
Use a segundo level spell slot. Healing a word. Second. I'm confused. Is the 2d4 plus 3 one is it already second? It's saying cast at what level, but it's already.
So you're
D4,
casting Healing Word.
that's level 1.
Not
If
the
you-
2d4 is level 2, no?
No, it's level. If you click, or at least that's what it says for.
Because I have 2 lines. I have one for 1d4 plus 3 and another one for 2d4 plus 3.
Do level 1.
So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Because first level Healing Word is 2d4 plus your spellcasting. And then upcasting it, it's increased by 2d4 each spell spot above. At least that's what it is for the 2024, which is why we also want to buff your sheet, because a lot of the spells get buffed too.
That
Oh,
is the
okay.
exact wording of it.
So
for
is this
Healing
level
Word
1?
2024.
That
if-
is
yeah,
level
if-
1.
Alright, let's go.
Level 1 is
Pog.
2d4 plus spell slot. Not spell slot. Spellcasting modifier.
For some reason, I need another 1d4 for myself, too. Oh, shit. Alright, yeah, there you go. Take that 2d4 for you, buddy.
There you go.
9 points of healing.
1d4 for myself. And let's, Sabira's got that guy, right? Maybe? Yeah! Nah, I'll protect Sabira. Starry Wisp.
Starry Wisp. There's a hit. Connects with total of
Chonga.
16, explodes in holy light. Bone fragments fly all over the place. Nice done.
Little stars. And he does one of the little cool boy poses where he crosses his arms and he ends his turn.
Kenrick, you're up. Bones zone, yep. It hits, cuts into the Skelly.
Guy down.
Oh yeah, 14 points, wounding him. Still up.
Reminder.
Thank you. Little sap action. Okay.
Go next.
Works for me. I'm going to immediately attack you with disadvantage for the first claw. Good thing I did, because that is a critical miss. And swings the second claw. Does connect as it kind of scratches your arm a little bit. 4 piercing.
After the first claw,
Oh, never mind.
the same thing.
A little riposte action.
And
Okay.
attack.
All right.
Bam,
Looks like it's
another
about to
turn
cut
down
you.
here.
And that's a hit. And it looks like it's about to sink its hand into your forearm, but you manage to push out of the way and cut it down to pieces. Nicely done. It's gone. Other skellies. I think all I've got are the ones that were frightened. So they are going to turn. And it's going to stay in here. Move to here. Alrighty, so one of them in the doorway, right in front of the dying, who's now been revived, Fulwin and Fenwick. One of them looks at you, Fenwick, and its tendril gun unfurls and shoots directly at you. 13 is just barely a miss as you duck over the tendril, right over your shoulder. To the south, one of them shoots at Sir Dusseldorf with a moss tendril, which is a 13 as well, and that looks like it just barely hits you. Square into the
shield.
chest. You can use shield. You got that staff.
You mean
I have this thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. You
Oh.
do not have the staff, so
like
it just
Fenwick can I can't
Fenwick.
use it.
There
Can I
you
cast the
go.
shield on
No.
somebody else?
no. It's only for yourself. It's a reaction for yourself.
Double check the wording on that.
Really?
Oh no,
I
it
thought
was
shield-
Actually,
Pretty sure
take
shield
when
is
you're
only
hit.
for-
Okay. Hit or targeted by
Yeah.
yeah, because it was the mage armor that could go on somebody else. Yeah, that's I'll take
Youch.
12.
You pushed 5 feet away. Here. Other moss friends? Nope. Will they finally pay attention? Nope. Real lucky. Full win. You're up.
Right. We are going to. Oh, fuck you. We're gonna do a guiding bolt.
Okay. Against the one in front of you.
One in front of me.
13
That
is a hit.
misses.
That's a hit. 13.
Radiant.
With 13 radiant, total of 26 points of radiant, 1 shot, 1 kill. How do you do it?
Right in his non-existent dick.
Oh, right in the non-existent dick, and it just explodes, and it just this radiant light just rips up the entire torso, and then eventually everything else. Into...
Question. So
Yes.
my original movement is 30.
Yep.
So that would take me 15 to stand up. Since
Correct.
I've been reduced by 10, is it still 15 or is it 10 to stand back up?
If your movement has been reduced by 10, remind me
Through
why.
the comb.
The cone. Gotcha. Yes, that means now your movement is 20, so it costs 10 feet to stand.
Well, that for 10. And if there's anyone to the north. So we're here and pushing and go next.
Got it.
I am going to fire at the guy that just beat the shit out of me. Oh, whoops! I clicked Thunder Wave.
I cast.
Cross.
So you are gonna beat the shit out of him.
No, I'm not doing Dookie. I
thought
just
you were
straight
gonna
up
actually use
misfired.
Thunderwave.
No, I accidentally clicked on it. It's right underneath light crossbow.
Ooh, yeah.
Straight up
Decent.
misfired, and I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 hide over here because
Okay.
I'm a little bitch, and then I'm gonna take a potion and call it.
You're up.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
let's go this way. I can
Works for me.
All right. So okay. So since it's like
It's
almost
I'm not
the
gonna, I'm not
same.
gonna be a stickler. You can
All
jump
right.
over.
Swing at that guy.
Sure.
All right. Oh, there goes an ambulance.
What?
17.
There's a hit.
8 damage.
Cutting through his bony form, still up.
And man, I really need to get some like stuff to do my bonus action. That's it.
Already? Fenwick.
This time. You there? It is time for you to eat this Starry Wisp.
Starry Wisp. Massive hit. Hits dead on.
Huge!
4 points of rage. You're locked on, but all the damage went into the targeting.
Everything, 20, hey, buddy. Howdy.
Shatter. Kenrick, you're up.
I run back up here.
Okay.
Active has been
Where
doing,
do you go?
great.
Mm-hmm.
Them and then bait them into attacking me.
The heroism ended, I think, because it's my thing's a concentration spell.
Okay.
Let me double check. Con
Well, there's
save?
a hit. Make a con save if you were hit.
The 16 pass.
Still up.
Okay, you still got heroism.
A massive cut. Still up pixels of health for the Skelly.
Go next. Attack me, I
Okay.
dare you.
It will, because it's a big dumb Skelly. It's gonna swipe at you twice. Both miss.
I think this time I'm close enough to the action I can do it on my next turn.
Got it. And the other
Reaction
skeleton
this
is
time.
just going to swipe twice at Sabira.
Mhm.
None of those hit. Pretty
Woo!
unsuccessful round for the Skellies. But will the zombies finally pay attention? Nope.
Gotta start giving them advantage, Joe.
That's okay. This isn't a big fight, so that's alright. I've got that for later. Full win, you're up. Alright. Sacred Frame. Make a dex save. Skelly tries to move out of the way and fails. Holy Light strikes the skeleton for a total of 8 points, incinerating it. It is up but pixels of health, charred by holy flames. Anything else? Go to Sir Dusseldorf.
Gotta go next.
Got it. Sir Dusseldorf,
Okay.
you're up.
I'm peeking. I can peek around the corner. I can see it. And please hit this time. It's really embarrassing and it hurts my ego.
There's a hit.
8 damage to the
How do you do
person that's fighting what's his face. Just straight through the eye socket, out the back of the brain, takes the full head with it, and attaches it to the wall behind him.
Nice. Just thunks the wall behind it. Falls to the ground, collapses. I am going to put this guy somewhere else. I'm just going to hide it because it is my turn tracker. Alrighty, anything else? Go to Sabira.
3. Yeah, nothing else.
Sabira, bring it home.
Got it. And 15.
There's a hit.
13.
And crushing the skeleton to pieces. Nicely done. And luckily enough, we are out of combat. The zombies
Yay.
kind of the closest one just topples over itself and hits its head on the stonework. As they just sort of meander, keep moving to the east, and just dumbly shamble around further and further away from you all. Nicely done. As you gather your bearings for a moment, remember what you were told, and you can tell just by looking northwards now that there's a bit of calm in the remains of Conberry, that you can see that there is a winding path that leads to a small hill in a clearing just north of your vision that sort of circles around. Trees create this almost perfect little semicircle as you can see what appears to be a clearing on top with some of these stones sort of erected around, creating almost like a meditation or some sort of spiritual site on top.
All right. Well, I guess we know where we need to bring the comb. Gosh, I think I need another potion. No. I'm gonna have a big ego, and I'm going to assume that I don't need no potion. Let's go, Boo.
I'm gonna turn to Kenrick and I'll say, Henrik, I noticed you did not come running to my aid when I was downed.
How'd you notice?
Apologies, my lord. I was indisposed.
You were unconscious.
Here as fast as I could.
I'll accept that this time. Let's see it doesn't happen again.
So, where are we headed?
North. Along the path.
All right.
I go.
Everybody group up, and I will bring you all to a new map.
Went into the ether there for a second.
I know. I was heading north. I do what I'm told.
Fenwick, I'm going to move your token if that's okay. And bring everybody. Oh, okay. Just copy all this.
You can catch me.
My entourage.
Give me one moment. Let me make sure the map is set up. As you move further and further to the north, it kind of spirals a bit through the forest, and you start to notice that as you get closer to this sort of ceremonial, almost like a burial site, the clouds start to get a little bit denser. A soft rain begins to start as you can feel the little pelts of rain tinge off your armor, creating that like metallic sound, especially off of Kenrick. And bring all to a new map and see if this works. Hopefully it does. Uno minuto. Okay. And you should all see a new map.
Rain.
God, it's raining.
My
I
friends.
definitely,
Gone.
I definitely don't vaguely remember this.
Well, Boo, we stepping up.
I guess.
I think you should have the comb in your hand, visible. I'm really banking on this comb belonging to her, and getting a really, like, mic drop moment out of this later when I write this. Agatha.
So you follow the path. You notice that there are
Oh.
the rocks completely covered around. You should be able to see that it kind of loops around as you start trudging up the hill. you can see that there are small cairns leading further and further up into this outcropping of 5 headstones.
Good
Storm
morning,
continues to
Agatha.
go,
Let's go.
and as you approach, you hear why you here?
Because
Is
Sister
my
Garrely's
home.
worried.
You hear, as you approach, and I failed to say this, the air grows cold. You fear a powerful feeling of dread grips you. A pale light flickers in the air, rapidly taking now the form of a female elf. Her hair and robes wave in spectral wind. Hateful expression twists her features. As you see her sort of become corporeal through the stoneworks, she says, "Foolish mortals, what do you want here? Do you not know it is death to seek me out?" This is what she looks like.
A cute dress. Wait, is that a...
Kenrick.
Wood.
is that a smash or pass?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted you to say it out loud, Phil.
Ruins the joke if you say it out loud. That's why I just put the one word.
No, it's funny because your wife's sitting right here.
Guys, humans type wood. Come on. W-O-O-D.
That's it.
The keys are right next to each other.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say, Agatha, we were sent here by Sister Garrely. We heard that you are upset.
So upset indeed. You say Carolee? But you
Yes.
do not bow your heads in reverence. Where are your gifts? Where's your prayers to the divine? If you know Carolee, who do we worship?
Tamora.
Say it again.
It is Tamora, the goddess or god, one of those, a luck. I can't look it up right now because I haven't looked up on the wiki yet. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure Tamora is a goddess.
Yeah, I think
The-
that's pretty
I'm pretty sure it's Samora.
The great goddess of luck. And we bring a gift.
stops.
Yes, okay, she's
Especially when you
goddess.
mention gift, her face softens slightly, but still sort of looks at you with almost like demonic-like eyes.
I'll hold up the phone.
Very scary.
That for why do you possess that? When she says that for a final time, the shadows around the other stones start to swirl as you begin to see creatures form out of each shadow, like so. Shadows manifested even within this thunderstorm swirl around and look at you with dead silence. Why do you possess it?
Sister Garrely specifically gave it to us to bring to you.
She looks at Folwin once more. and then looks towards you, Sir Dussador, and sort of stares expectantly.
We'll give it to her, dude.
I will, I guess, bow my head and like hold it up to her and like inch forward a little,
Okay.
assuming she wants me to bring it to her.
She's looking at it, yeah.
Inching. Oh, I'm inching.
You're inching. Spooky ghost lady. Like a fucking Gollum hand, Lord of the Rings, just reaching for the cone.
If Kenrick tries to follow me, I give him like I shoo him away.
She hisses at Kenrick.
See, okay.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Plan. You gotta follow the plan.
She reaches for the comb. Now, at this point, since you have the comb and you're offering, I will give you advantage. Please make a persuasion check.
Good at that. Oh, good. I have proficiency in that.
You have advantage on this.
This. What the fuck is this? For 1 hour after applying perfume to yourself, you have advantage on charisma checks made to influence an indifferent humanoid within 5 feet of yourself. What the fuck is
think
that, dude?
This is not
So
an
specific.
indifferent humanoid.
Yeah.
It's smelly.
Yeah, you gotta smell it.
Oh, but I do have advantage.
You do have advantage.
Anyways,
as
but
it
not
says,
because of that.
inventing the comb. Ghost, do you like perfume? Ah, I was killed by perfume. Let's see.
Oh Lord,
Boy,
it's
all
trying.
the marbles. Let's see.
Guidance
Will
him.
this be enough?
Guidance him.
That's too late for that. Boy, we're trying.
Just gonna roll one by one for
I
greater
need to
suspense.
refresh.
Mm.
I feel like 14's enough.
She looks at you with anger still in her eyes. Does not look like this will be enough.
All right, inspiration. That's a full reroll, right?
Yes, full reroll. You already have advantage. So with a
23.
23, she looks at it. The advantage spent. Takes the comb. You feel this like ethereal coldness leave off her ghostly form into your palm. It hurts for a brief moment. So much so that you're actually going to take 7 points of cold as it freezes your palm. She takes the
Do
comb
I-
and looks at it. Sure.
Do I still have the resistance to cold as I take that damage, or do I lose that resistance?
As she takes it, you lose it immediately.
Okay.
She takes the comb, looks at it, her features soften for a little bit, puts it in her hair, and it seems to fit perfectly. She looks at you and the rest, but mainly at you, Folan, and says, "Very well. I know that you seek many things. Ask me one question, and I will give you an answer. But know this. One question is allowed, and one answer given. Any more, and you, your companions, will die here to join the others." She moves her hand and kind of shows, and all these shadows kind of, and you can see their forms briefly take shape of other humanoids, and it looks to be like either maybe adventurers or bandits. You're not sure, but they all seem to be in this like frozen sort of state. But she does bow her head to you a little bit and say, "The roads will be safe. Sister Garrely has proven that she honors her words in life and in death." She sort of bows a little bit, showing respect when she mentions Sister Garrely. She looks back to you. One question, one answer.
Psychic mind link. Do we want to
So,
ask
thing-
the password, or do we want to?
Ask where the fucking castle that what's his face is being held is in.
It just occurred to me, how are we supposed to ask about this password? Like, hey, do you know some words that are a password? What kind of question is that? That's so
You would
vague.
you would be able to know that what is the arcane password for, like, basically for the old owl well, like in the location. So that would be enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can phrase it however you like, but as long as you mention specifically the owl well, they would know what it is.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna be able to figure out where Burnham.
The castle is.
Yeah, where the castle is.
So yeah, it's just trying to list things that aren't necessarily the one thing
There
you
are
just
other
found out.
things that you could ask that may not be directly associated with this quest or previous as well. You may even ask about this.
What are the odds, though, that this is the only chance we're gonna get to learn this password? Though?
I'm sure we'll learn about the robed watcher at some point.
All right, are we all consenting to the password?
Yes, but I think we need to immediately tell her that this password was sought by a Thayan that we
I think she's
believe
gonna
means
be-
her harm. Well, we're not asking her a second question. We have to be very careful to not
Right,
speak in a second question.
right. It's do we really need to tell her that part? Have her get mad and then enter combat? Because why are we
I-
asking for this guy? Other than to just steal that information for ourselves.
Yeah,
So if
I
we're
don't
just
know.
stealing it for ourselves, does she really need to know about the fucker couple days journey down?
You okay?
On the off chance that she finds offense to it and
Kicks our asses for trying to give the information to the Thayan before we can blurt out that we're double crossing him?
I don't think she's going to be particularly upset. This
Okay.
is going to be like a genie passing over a single piece of information. I don't think they're necessarily going to be upset on why it's being used. But yeah, if there's a concern that we literally cannot say another word after we get our answer, then that needs to be the rule that we all follow. The second we get the answer, we back away and leave.
That's my understanding of what. I think if we do anything else beyond ask the question and get the answer,
And immediately leave.
yeah.
Okay. Then no more words after your question mark.
What is the secret password for the old owl well?
She looks at you, turns her head slightly, and says, "The password for the old owl well and its hidden armory is the creator, the initial founder of it all. More mess."
Again, you say a name or Ben?
Yeah, it's a name, actually. I will tell you in the chat. One moment.
Thank you.
Sorry, I wrote it down. And it's lost in my notes.
That's okay.
I will bow my head and back the fuck away.
Okay.
Leave it.
That was the password. Okay. You bow your head, and the shadows sort of reach out wherever they can, as close as possible without actually making contact. And she looks and turns and immediately walks back into the stone. The rain still pours. The cold starts to creep in. But you are all able to leave without angering the Banshee. Congratulations. Nicely done. You have technically, well, not completed two, but you've at least completed one and possibly can complete two in one session. With that, I think that is a perfect time to end it. As you walk through the fog out from Agatha's burrow through Conbury, you now have a choice. You can continue along with your quest towards the west, which is still some missing loggers at the camp and snake back around Fandalen, or simply turn around and go back and deal with the old owl well. Choice is yours. Thank you all. That was a lot of fun. Some good times, good adventuring. Soon, not quite yet, depending on how you complete and what. Pretty soon, you should be able to reach level 4.
Oh.
Woo!
Ooh. Almost there. Look at that. You did it, Home. Good job. Alrighty. Adventurers, schedule questions. Any issues for next week?
That I know of.
Is the 23rd.
I don't think so.
Perfect. I'm good to go as well.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. We'd love to see it, right, Michael? We'd love to see it, oh boy. You remember this map, though? Kind of from ages ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally copied it and made a different version of it, an updated one. But it's fun times to do spins on things I did years ago. It's like, tokens, everyone group up. That would be lovely if you're still here. Or I could just grab the tokens. Oh. Oops. There we go. Cool. Cool. Alrighty, adventurers. We'll leave it till next time. Ooh.